Do you want to use that?
Do
you want to use that?
I'm ready to go. I can speak, so. Is my lighting right over here?
I don't know. The positioning is not right.
Why are you frowning up in the face? Fix your face.
Fix your face. You live? You're not live.
Yeah, I'm live. Oh. It says I'm live. See right there?
Yup. Go live. I'm frowning up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I'm frowning up.
Is it because you lost a bet?
I don't lose. I only win. Oh, friggin' fragganackle. Just turned off the daggone thing.
Good morning, Audrey.
Technical.
You still got 2 minutes. What did you... Okay.
Look. I got it.
You got 2 minutes. Good morning, Tim. How you doing, sir? We're going to talk about Anastrophic today. Good morning, Melba. Woohoo! We got the gang. That's all we need is just y'all. That's it. This morning the song that I played over and over again it's called I Am God by Donald Lawrence and the Tri-City Singers. I Am God. I played it about 6 times this morning.
I am God.
I am I.
All by myself. I don't need
no help. I can handle. Good morning, David. Oh, this is going to be a good show. Good morning, Nadine. How you doing? Good morning, Vicky. How you doing? You got to get Lisa right first over there. I am the first and the last. Whatever you need. Get our music together, baby.
Just yes, because I was doing nothing just now. I am.
It wasn't that you was doing nothing just now. Lord Jesus.
I am God.
Okay, we got 1 minute to go.
Promises. Oh yes. Good morning. Timothy said it describes exactly what 2017 is going to be. Absolutely. It actually describes what every day is. Woo! Bridget, good morning.
Bridget,
good morning, Miss Nadine.
Where is it? Okay.
It is now 9 o'clock.
Bridget said you better sing.
Sing.
All right. Good morning, yo all. What a freaking frackinackle. What are you talking about, Nova?
He can only... Now can you see my whole face? I was hiding, David. I was having issues. That was your
Good morning. This is 895themix.com, the people's voice, the people's choice. 895themix.com, the place you go for your personal conversations, for your business information, and for your spiritual inspiration. 895themix.com, the people's voice, the people's choice. Available online, on YouTube, on the TuneIn app, and right here on Facebook Live. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
And I am Brian Keith McNeill. And this is About Last Night. First things first, my wife decided to dress up for you guys.
I didn't dress up for
She's got on the heels. She never has on heels for this show. She normally has on flip-flops for this show. But she's already got her heels and stockings on. Let me turn the camera so you can see her.
You got it.
Good morning, Aunt Betty. How you doing?
Good morning, Aunt Betty. I'm actually fully dressed. Part of the reason for it has to do a little bit with my mindset. I realized that my mindset yesterday was waning so often throughout the day because on top of the fact that it was an appointed day off, which I never do very well with, I have to admit, or I haven't done well with in the past, and I shall do better with them in the future. It was also a rainy, dreary day, and for those of you who know and have been praying for me, it is also the day that I am a football widow.
She didn't deal with it well yesterday. She was bored. She couldn't stand it. I like football. So anyway, That was the last day of the regular season yesterday. But we're not here to talk about football right now.
So,
what is...
Because of that, I made a point, because I had to check myself. My attitude was really funky. And, you got your planner, good. We still have to get together. I hope that you're able to join the vision board session on tomorrow at 6:30 with the ladies. We'll be at La Madeleine's tomorrow at 6:30. But I said I'm not going to duplicate yesterday today. Yesterday ended last night, as my husband says often. And today I was going to get up and take deliberate action. Plus, I knew it was going to be raining and a little bit dark. I don't do well with that typically either. Mm-hmm. I'm a sun seeker. I'm a sun goddess. So I need sunshine in my life. I am a goddess. Thank you, darling. So I had to create my own sunshine. So I got up this morning and I put my face on. I got dressed. I have on my skirt. I put on my heels. I beat my face. I did my hair a little bit, and voila. And I am going to do my part to have an amazing day. Anastrophic.
I want to do Anastrophic.
Yeah.
I like it when I have workshops and I write on the board, what is Anastrophic? And no one knows what it means, okay? Right. I originally discovered it from a guy named Charlie Tremendous Jones. He was an insurance agent, and he was a very positive thinker. He wrote a lot of stuff in the 70s and 80s. Mm-hmm. Charlie Tremendous Jones. Life is tremendous. Life is tremendous. He used to say that kind of stuff all the time.
I think the easiest way to define Anastrophic is to first...
Well, before we define it, go ahead. Go ahead, do what you got to do.
I was going to say to first have people to picture catastrophic.
Yes, and that's what he would say, actually. He would say, no one knows what anastrophic means, and when I do my workshops, no one knows what anastrophic means either. But people can easily imagine what is catastrophic.
Yes.
Catastrophic people are people who believe that the whole world and everything in it and all of the people are conspiring to do them harm.
Absolutely.
Everybody's out to get you. The traffic lights recognize your car, and they're trying to make you late.
Red.
Yep. Everything is trying to conspire against you. The person that cut you off in traffic knew you were in a hurry.
Yeah.
That's catastrophic thinking.
Catastrophic thinking. Good morning, Michelle Duet. Miss Maple.
Good morning, Cousin Kenny.
What is frickin' frackanackle? Friggin' frackanackle is,
Yes. So, but anastrophic people are the people who believe. And I'm so happy that Pastor Tim is on here too. Anastrophic people are people who believe that the whole world and everyone in it and all the things around it are conspiring to do them good.
Yes.
That person that caused an accident or slowed down the traffic kept you out of an accident further down the road.
That's right.
The plane not being able to take off when you want kept you from, allowed you to meet just the person you need to meet right there in the airport. Everything is conspiring to do you some good.
All things are working for my good.
Because he's intentional.
Oh, I always say incredible. I don't know
He's intentional.
He's intentional.
Zig Ziglar tells the story in the book, See You at the Top. You know, when he was first, he don't even call stuff, he don't call them, what do you call it? Stoplights. He called them go lights.
Go lights.
Okay? Yes. That's how crazy he was with it.
That's right.
Okay. He was trying to be totally positive with everything.
Good morning, Miss Emily. Anastrophic is the word of the day.
Anastrophic. Go ahead, baby. You want to say something about anastrophic, or were you?
No.
Okay, keep going. So anyway, so he was into that. So one time he was at the airport and he was about to take off and they said, your flight's going to be delayed 2 hours. And he said, fantastic. And the teller was like, what do you mean, fantastic? He goes, well, if that plane's delayed, it's only for a few reasons. Either something's wrong with the pilot or something's wrong with the plane. And if any one of those things is going on, I don't want to be up there.
Right. Absolutely. Earlier this year, when the universe was conspiring to get me to the Bahamas to do the talk.
Last year.
Yeah, earlier in 2016, right? That's right. We've crossed over. When the universe was conspiring to get me to the Bahamas to give a talk, a women's talk at a missionary retreat there, one might have thought that it was conspiring against me.
Because
I
had no money.
No money.
You had no money to go.
Absolutely no money.
I had no money to give you to go.
No money.
Well, I gave you a little bit of pocket cash, but...
And not until I got... Like, you weren't even able to give me money until I had gone.
That's right. I sent you.
That's right. I didn't have money for the flight.
Yeah.
I didn't have money for hotel. I didn't have money to eat while I was waiting for the flight. I had nothing. But I had a burning feeling that I
had a mission to do.
To go there, right. The day before, I finally called someone and said, do you know anybody with a buddy pass or that could get me there? Still not knowing where I would stay, right? Still not knowing anything. And I was blessed that they said, yes, give me your full name and all of that. Now, sent that to me. Now, if you know, was this Easter? This was Easter. It was Easter. So you're on a holiday week with a buddy pass, which means that you might not never get on the plane.
You'll get bumped a lot.
Get bumped a lot, right? I didn't get bumped on my way there at all. And you were able to send me some money. I ended up with like 20, just a few bucks. Like, you didn't send me no whole lot of money. And when I got there, they found that the organization who was bringing me over to speak to the women there had actually acquired lodging for me earlier on in the year before they knew I couldn't come. And the curators of the establishment had already held it aside for me. So I showed up there full and willing to sleep under the bridge in the house of strangers, doing whatever I needed to do. I think I had one bag carry-on. I didn't take luggage. And God just worked it out. And I ended up spending $14.37.
How many days were you there?
I don't remember. What was it?
3, 4?
It was a week, I thought.
You were in the Bahamas at least 5 days.
I think it was a week.
She was there a week and ended up spending a total of her own money, $14 there and back. Blessed others. I saw great pictures.
Yeah.
She served.
Yeah.
You know, she did her thing and came on back. Now, the fact that you didn't have money, for many people, could have been a reason not to go.
Right. I could have not gone. But there were people there that needed to hear what God had to say for them and to them. We were able to give out wonderful things. And I could have very well said, I have nothing to give. I don't have anything. Why am I going over here? And first of all, let me say this. The Bahamas is a beautiful place. Don't get me wrong. A wonderful vacation place and all that. But that's not where I went. I went with Leah's Hopes and Dreams, which is a nonprofit, and we went to minister. And if you know anything about the Bahamas, if you go 5-10 minutes inland away from the resort areas, you might as well be in Africa. The needs of the people are so great, and it was phenomenal to be able to do that. So you can begin to have an anastrophic viewpoint of your life. Amen. Design, daughter of destiny. That is the type of God we serve. But you can enter into 2017 thinking, I don't have anything. I'm going to be by myself all the time. I'm never going to achieve the happiness that I want. I'm always going to have blah, blah, blah. You can think those things, or you can walk into 2017 understanding, believing, and knowing that God has predestinated you for this year. And everything that is in this year, everyone is conspiring for your good.
Everything, every situation is set up for your good. And there's a tool that you can use. It's a 2-word tool. We talked about it this morning. I went to bed with this meditation in my heart. And when I told my wife about what I woke up with, she brought scripture to it and breathed life into it in a different way. But anyway, the words are, I am. I am. 3 letters, 2 words. I am is your tool. I listened to last night by Dr. Wayne Dyer. It's a 9-minute video on YouTube. It's just all audio, but it's talking about the 5 minutes before you fall asleep. The 5 minutes before you. Now, I've known this lots of times. We both heard this doctrine many times.
Well, that's why we don't have television in our room. That's why
right.
we govern our thoughts before we go to bed.
That's right. We do that on purpose. We know better. But last night was different. Last night was different. Even though I've heard it 100 times. Last night was different because he broke it down into not only the things we're thinking about and wrestling with. You know, it's not scrolling like it's not matching with that for some reason. Okay. But now it is. But anyway.
Is it?
So anyway, but it was different for me last night. So I went to bed thinking about I am, this and that. I am healthy. I am the world's recognized authority in selling services. I am this and I am that. And I do this. And I spoke those things last night as I drifted off into sleep, and it woke me up with the same thoughts. I am this. I am that. I am. And then when you told the story, Lisa's website and email address is, her email address is Lisa at I am LisaSantiago.com. Tell that, baby.
Well, most people think it's just me saying, I am Lisa Santiago. I am Lisa Santiago. I'm not. I'm saying I am, which is the name for God. Because God said to Moses, when Moses says, who shall I say has sent me? God told Moses, tell them I am. God is everything that you need. So I am Lisa Santiago is actually representative of God and Lisa Santiago being one. I am Lisa Santiago is that within myself, I am nothing, and apart from him, I have nothing. But I am Lisa Santiago because he has predestinated not just me, but each and every one of you for a specific time and a specific season. So by saying I am, I invoke the greatness of God.
What is your I am?
Who is your I am?
Who is your I am? And what is your I am? Think about those things today. Think about what you want to say about yourself, whether it's true or not.
Whether it's true or not, you mean whether it's true or not yet.
Yes,
see, the other thing about
our
I am,
subconscious. Go ahead.
it doesn't have a tense. Your subconscious does not have a tense because your subconscious is as close to God as you can get.
Wow.
And God does not have a tense. That's why he is the I am. He is the great I am because he is beginning, he is the end, he's the alpha, he's the omega. He is everything that you will ever need.
So if I say I am in great shape physically, even though I'm not, am I not lying?
You're not lying. Your subconscious will then conspire to bring you to your truth.
Which is anastrophic.
Anastrophic.
You can create your truth. Did he not say, are we not
Are
gods?
ye not gods? Have I not said that ye are gods?
Are we not creators?
Co-creators with the universe. Co-creators with the Father.
We're co-creators with the Father. And he's given us a tool so that we can co-create the life that we want, our environments that we want. And the simple tool to start it off with is your proper proclamation of what is.
The words.
I am.
Understanding that words create everything, and you have the same ability to create and manifest your truth with your words. Now, faith without works is dead, so of course there's something in here flying around. I need you to get it with your ninja skills.
I will get it. Okay, but not during the show.
Yes.
Good morning, Tammy. Good morning, Brother Hervin. I love Brother Hervin. Good morning, Kitty. How you doing?
Good morning,
Nikki.
Belinda.
Okay.
I wonder how Belinda is feeling this morning. She saw her website for the first time, BelindaHouston.com. The magnificent.
Came into be because you started towards it. Now, here's the other thing, too. Not only do you want to say, I am, and recognize that you are co-creators with the universe, and recognize the value of being anastrophic, looking at all the situations as if they were conspiring to help you. All those things you can do by choice. But you must take what? Also, a step in the right direction. You have to do some physical action, right?
You have to take action. And because they all go together.
Because faith without works,
it's dead. And to be quite honest, it's very, very important to take all the pieces of the word and put them together and use them in balance and in harmony. So often we focus on one truth that aligns with us and resonates with us, but we forget that the equal and opposite is also true. So understanding to find the balance, to be able to walk the line in the middle of it and manifest the greatness that God has created, which is what The Alchemist helped me to see as well.
I posted today on my Facebook page the 12 books. I said it was 10. I always say 10, but it was actually, I listed 12 books that I recommend in the profession of selling, the books I think are most impactful. And then I also posted the 12 books that I think are most impactful when it comes to personal motivation for just you. However, I wrote that list originally 4 years ago, and I didn't have The Alchemist on it. So I had to add The Alchemist, caveat, add the book The Alchemist. The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Coelho.
Paulo Coelho.
Paulo Coelho. My wife just finished reading it again, and she got new revelations out of it. And yesterday, to catch up with her, I read like 4 reviews of the book, and I watched a bunch of YouTube videos about the book just to kind of catch up so we can have intelligent conversation. And I think even this morning, I heard you listening to Pharrell Williams and Oprah talking about the book, right?
Absolutely.
So these are things, man, all these tools are available to you for free. You know, everyone has to do that. You know, even Tim, I can't think about Tim without thinking about this one thing. If you would just, because Tim's the one that I heard say this, if you would read your Bible for 15 minutes a day, you can't be unhappy. You can't be unhappy. These things are freely available to you.
Yeah, they really are. And if you don't understand it, first of all, ask God for understanding. Before you read, ask God for understanding. So often we get frustrated with certain things that we read because we think that they just don't make sense. Oftentimes we're trying to make too much out of them. God has used the simple things to confound the wise, but he writes...
I am, Nikki, that's right.
...in the very simplest form what it is that he is trying to convey. And...
Cousin Kenny said, we feed him. Cuz, you feed us too, man. Your energy, man, your support. He has been a supporter of us.
That's phenomenal.
I love it.
Thank you. Thank you. But reading, definitely. Good morning, Pastor Dunlap, Teresa McCormick Dunlap. We love you.
Well, good morning, Sister Teresa.
But The Alchemist is
on your street yesterday.
Absolutely. The Alchemist is one that... will remind you, if you read it with open eyes, it will remind you that the universe is already conspiring on your behalf. Actually, I used your testimony yesterday, Sister Teresa.
She sure did.
About the house.
She told that story
that
yesterday.
God was conspiring
to minister to other people.
Absolutely.
Teresa, your story has ministered to other people, and you weren't even there.
Absolutely. About the house. That's right. Amen. So all things are working for your good, Romans 8:28. But and when I read that prior to rereading The Alchemist,
Design Destinies on my page, in it. But go ahead.
Maybe the all changed a little bit for me. The word all changed for me. I think I shared this with you this morning. So all things work together for your good. I'm thinking circumstances are the all things that are working together for my good. Every incident, every situation or whatever. But in The Alchemist, you'll find that he describes it more as all things, meaning everything, the people, the places, the things, the animals, the air, the universe itself is working for your good.
All of that. Treva Humphreys just read it for the third time.
It's fantastic. I'm about to read it again.
Treva, did you get some new understanding even on the third time?
Perhaps I would have to probably believe that she did.
Because everyone says the second and third reading of the book is better than the first. And the first is always phenomenal.
Amen. Miss Melba said, "Good, happy New Year, James Sutton Jr." Absolutely, Happy New Year. Miss Melba says that God sat her down for a reason, and she needed to hear this today. I think we all need to hear from time to time every single thing that is happening in your life is predestinated to bring about the greatness and the Jeremiah 29:11 experience, the purpose for the plans that God has for you.
So let me throw a hook in it. Okay? Curve ball. And I know you can handle it because you already did once. First off, yesterday evening, we had an opportunity to minister to some friends of ours. And they was talking about their Job experience. Okay, that's what they called it. And I said, Job had a little bit worse than you guys did. Remember?
Yeah.
But then they got a chuckle out of it because it felt painful while they were going through it. But now they're walking in victory, right? So then this morning, it was the last night, I said to you, all of that stuff, what about the people that have horrific things happen to them?
Yeah.
Is that still a time to be anastrophic?
Yeah.
And
I'm going to just go ahead and say the things that you said. What about rape? What about murder? What about incest? What about those
that's what I said
very, very horrific things? Now, being very conscientious of how people feel about those things and being a survivor of almost all of those things, you have to be conscientious when you're dealing with a person who is in the midst of that. No time to be cavalier or flippant about, oh yeah, it's all right that you got raped or that you lost your children or whatever. That you can't be that's not
losing a child.
That's not the way to deal with that. However, as one who has gone through all of those things, I realize that looking back on them now, time had to also be an additional ingredient, that they were necessary to bring about the compassion, the understanding, the full depth of comprehension,
so that you can be
so that I could be helpful and minister to someone else who was ever dealing with those things. Whether they were if they were dealing with an incestual situation, I could help. If they were dealing with the loss of children, I could help. If they were dealing with just about any of those things, horrific things, losing everything, every dime that you've ever had, you wonder why God would allow. How could that be working for your good? Well, it's an investment in finding out where your faith is what that is.
Sister Teresa, if she's still on, one of the stories that my wife says about Pastor Dunlap, he was talking about how be careful what you pray for.
Yeah. Don't pray for patience.
Don't pray for patience. And tell why he said that.
Right. And it was obviously tongue-in-cheek, but don't pray for patience, because God doesn't have a patience account. He doesn't say, oh, patience, here you go. No, he gives you an opportunity to exercise the patience muscle.
To get tried.
So that you can grow patience.
Grow it, yes.
Every single time. That's right, Treva. So...
Woo. That was awesome. Now, I said on my post about this show today that I promised this show would be impactful to someone. And I think if we never said another word, if we just let someone understand the power of I am and whatever you put next. I am a loser. What did you just do? You just created it.
I bind that right
now.
You
created it.
Even in the example, I bind it up in the
This is an example. But you're creating that. Okay, you are a creator every day.
I don't even like that.
I am a winner.
Yes.
I am this.
I am more than a conqueror.
I am more than a conqueror.
Conquistador.
We had some fun looking at the word conquistador yesterday. Was it yesterday or
Conquistador, Saturday.
Yes.
Conquistador.
It means a conqueror is what it means, okay?
It actually means conqueror in Spanish, but we use it in the English vernacular as a Mexican conqueror of the 16th century.
Please share this good news with someone.
Amen.
Please share.
Amen,
and yes, click likes and loves. We haven't seen a lot of those today, but if we say anything that you like or love, if you will please click it. Facebook algorithm promotes our show better if anybody likes it. Okay.
I think everybody was just dug into this to the show. I hope that you look back on your 2016 and see that it conspired for you. I think that even if you look back further than 2016, look back to your 2014, to your 2010, and see the things that God used as a platform to set you up for 2016 and now 2017.
I think people have sometimes a difficulty seeing the blessings, seeing how good things were working for them, seeing how they needed that thing to happen. How many people do we see post things about how 2016 was a horrible year, can't wait for 2016 to get out of here? We saw a lot of that. But those very same people had situations that they were rescued from and blessed in, and they had some laughs, and they had some good times in those years.
You will find, the Bible tells us that you seek and you shall find.
Matthew 7:7.
You will find whatever you look for. So if you look for goodness and you look for greatness, you will find it. You will find in your lack that you have friends that are worth millions.
Renee Sally.
You will find, go ahead.
Renee Sally Darty. Combat Boots to Lipstick is the name of her nonprofit organization.
I love it.
Combat Boots to she focuses on helping female veterans.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
She coaches female veterans on how to do things.
That's fantastic.
I hope I said your name for your company right, Renee. If I didn't, put it in the right way, please.
Absolutely, we want to grow.
Release and restoration is what she's saying.
In our giving corner, the newsletter, incidentally, the newsletter for the Empowerment Circle Center of Charlotte is evolving from a newsletter into a online magazine, and we will have a financial corner already in the newsletter, and we want to also have a corner that highlights churches and nonprofits for their giving, so that we can share what it is that you do. And I can't read all the way over there.
Combat Boots to makeup brushes. My bad. I thought it was lipstick.
That's good. You got close. Everything she's been through is so that she can minister to someone else. I cannot help someone through if I have not been through anything. That was Miss Melba, and that is very true. Now,
people do not like that doctrine, though. You know, you ain't never been through it, nothing. You know, so you can't coach me, you can't train me, you ain't never done it before.
That's what she said.
I know, but people don't like it when you say that to them. This has been my experience anyway.
I'm not sure that I'm following you, because what I'm hearing is you're agreeing with her, but then you're saying people don't like it. I think that if you haven't been through it, then you can't help me through it. And you said people don't like that?
No. When you say
what
that,
do they want you to say?
They want you to
Never
they want you to say,
through it?
I don't have to have been through it to still be able to be helpful.
I think the opposite is actually true. I think people don't want to that have a harder time being ministered to from someone that does not have the same body of experiences as them.
I remember before I left Raleigh in 2006, and I had got a job. I was building my own company. It was called Rhino Sales and Seminars at the time. And so I didn't want a job. I just wanted to do my thing, but I needed some money. So I took a part-time job at a company that had telemarketers. Okay. Woo!
No.
I took a part-time job. I'm gonna be quick because we're running out of time. But anyway, I was there for 2.5 weeks. 2 weeks, and they said, Brian, we need you to be the manager here. I was like, nah, I only want to do this part-time. I don't want to be the manager. And there's like next week, no, we really need you to be the manager. So they hired me to be the training manager. After 2 weeks there, I didn't want to. I wanted to build my company, but they insisted that I be the training manager. So they paid me this money, and I took the job. And then, and I was never the top person on the floor on the phones. I was doing my job. I was okay at best, but they saw leadership skills in me or something. Anyway, but I overheard one of the guys saying, I can't listen to Brian because he ain't done what we've done. He ain't made any sense. He's never been the top salesperson. I can't listen to him, you know. And he was one of the leadership guy. So I took him outside. Okay, come on outside with me, you know. And I stepped to him and I said, look, you know, this is what it is. Okay, you know, if you have a challenge with it, you know, you got to talk to me here with nobody around. You know, we could talk face to face. And I think he interpreted that as I was ready to fight him. Right. Okay. And he says, wow, I've never had anybody confront me before. He shook my hand, and we were cool, you know, and he became an advocate. You know, he became an advocate of mine because I was willing to ask him, why not? You know, I think that's what it was.
I guess, but I think like Sadiqa said that she doesn't want advice from someone who's not been in her shoes because she can't relate to them, saved or unsaved. And I think that's what I hear more often. Miss Melba says she's a survivor of domestic abuse. So if you have not walked in my shoes, sit down, listen, and learn.
But that example I gave, even though I hadn't been what they were looking for, I could still be helpful.
Absolutely, and I think that people say that,
but they didn't want to hear that at first.
That's exactly right, and I don't think that they still want to hear it even after you say it. You just said it and shut them up, but it doesn't mean that they wanted to hear it either.
All right, I get that.
Because to be quite honest,
rap like some 8 if you can, because we only got a minute to go of the show. Go ahead.
You can go ahead.
No, you do it. I'll do it. What did you get out of today? You know, I hope you got something. Today's the first Monday of this calendar year. Put your I am the way you want it to be. Recognize that you are co-creators with the universe. Recognize the power of being anastrophic, looking at all things as if it was conspiring to do you some good, as opposed to conspiring to do you some bad. All right, you okay?
Yes.
You feel like I cut you off?
I don't feel like it. You did, but it's okay.
I apologize.
Don't apologize.
All right, so go ahead, baby, please.
It's okay. We hope that you have a amazing first official day, complete day of 2017.
Woo-hoo,
and that you are mindful
of
being anastrophic in your thinking, in your perceptions, and in your goals. Absolutely. I am Lisa Santiago McNeill.
I'm Brian Keith McNeill, and this has been About Last Night. God bless, we love you, and remember that your life is not a scrimmage or a practice game. There's no Martyrs Hall of Fame. Time the speedster takes its toll, and for you and me and everyone else, every day really is the Super Bowl.
Have an amazing day, and meanwhile, keep walking on the water.